Well, hello and welcome back to another inspiring Meet the Author monthly Voices of Inspiration with Nikki Hall today. Welcome, Nikki.
Hello.
Hello, hello. We were supposed to actually have a couple more guests today, but due to technical difficulties, they had to divert. So just us two today. So welcome everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And let's talk about authorship. I actually recently just did a book signing again, and it was amazing as always. Had a great time meeting new people, um, signing some copies and stuff like that. So it's always such an amazing experience. Wouldn't you say, Nikki?
Well, I did do book signings and I have done workshops, and I find they're very, very beneficial to get to know people get to know who you are, you getting polished and practiced on things, and it's just basically really good for business. It's awesome.
Excellent. Which book did you do book signing for? Is it the one of your first ones or the few, couple last ones?
It's one of my first ones from many years ago. I don't do any book signing with these.
No? Do you plan on doing some?
I'm thinking about doing some public speaking.
Awesome. It's always exciting.
Yes.
So like
Yeah, in little workshops when people are having events. Like I used to do the Lilith Fair. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's a big like women's event, kind of concerts and music and workshops and all about us. And I used to do the Lilith Fair, and I used to do workshops there and so on, and little events, little female woman in empowerment events, and just share some wisdom and get to know some people and do some good business networking. Books open the door for that.
excellent. And yes, they do, definitely do. So have you ever felt that your story, maybe your lessons or your journeys could inspire others, but you're not sure where to start? Well, that's okay. We were there too. I was one of those people. I used to walk around the bookstores, Indigo, and this was like maybe 15 years ago, maybe 10, 10. Let's go 10. And I was like, wow, this is way out of my reach. Look at all these books. I was always dazzled and I thought, oh, those people in California, look at all these books. Because I really wasn't thinking too much, but I was, inspired. And then I had a book inside me and it's still there because I actually chose the easier route because I was scared. Like I was actually just on a podcast with another lady who was also scared. She says, when I first did my first one, I was scared. I didn't know what to write. And that's exactly where I was too, because English is not my first language. I knew I wanted to share my story, but I wasn't sure where to start. But you know what? I sat down. My friend Nikki actually is the one who introduced me to these. So thank you, Nikki. And I wrote one paragraph, then I wrote another one, and then these group of ladies in the Action Takers Publishing helped me put it all together. And then it was published. And then I became a best-selling author once, and I really liked what I shared. It was scary at first, like scary in a way, like, what did I just do? Is this really me? But then, I started meeting more people, starting doing book events, was on to doing my second book, my third, and actually they're right in front of me. This time I didn't forget. Just like Nikki has hers, I have my stash. And I'm actually doing a fourth one and two more after that. So anyhow, it was something new for me and I decided to do it and I'm so glad I did. And I have many, many more stories to share, but in each collaboration book, each one has its own theme. So we talk about that particular theme, how it transformed us, what it has taught us. And now, as coaches, mentors, we share that journey. We inspire one another. Just like Nikki, she has so many golden nuggets to share. We could be sitting here all day and more, and beyond that, of course. So is it something, by listening to our video, is this something you've been thinking about doing but not sure where to start? Nikki, tell us your experience more.
Yeah. Well, first, I want to urge anybody who's slightly curious or it has come to this video because you've come to this video for a purpose. And even though you're thinking no, or you're thinking curious, or what are these people saying, or whatever, that's a quiet gut nudge. That's a quiet conversation to you about seriously considering this, which I'm pretty sure that you probably already have thoughts about creative works and so on and so forth. And this is an easy way to break into the industry because the industry, writing is a big job. Saying you're a writer is a big deal, but not so much in this case because we have compilation books that we're part of, and we're both building, we're both producing at least three more books. And in the back, you can see that you're not the only one that's writing in this book. So you're part of a network, you're part of an energy, you're part of a momentum, you're part of a program that will help you initiate and give you the springboard to gaining that identity of writing. And I also want to say that when you're looking at people nowadays under any kind of industry, as things are changing, a lot of them are saying they're an author. And that's almost becoming something that is, you don't think about it that much, but when you're looking at somebody and you hear that they're an author or a 3 or 4 time international best-selling author like Ava and a 5 time international best-selling author like myself, that makes a difference for you when you're looking for credibility, when you're looking to go to do business with someone. And that has a lot of value. So if you're looking at writing, I also want to encourage you to consider it as a marketing tool and also as like a professional polish and a professional way of causing you to level up somewhat. And it just happens by saying, yeah, sure, I'll give it a try. You just get that momentum and that power that moves forward. Like I'm sure you've been in some kind of position where you've felt the momentum go, oof, and just one step with several people showed a lot of strength, showed a lot of conviction, showed depth, showed intention, and eliminated a lot of the things that you'd be afraid to do when you're thinking you want to become a writer. Um, so also when you're writing in here, I pick the books that represent me and my personality and my work. So I'm able to tell a story to help people, but I'm also able to put a lesson in it that is like that represents my industry, represents me, and represents what I'm doing. So people can get a little more confidence in you or in me and understand the manner in which I'm going to be representing the work and so on and so forth. Also, you can make it your chapter like a free giveaway to people. So we could name 101 things, couldn't we, Ava, as to why you would want to publish. I can tell you every time I publish, there's a fee involved, of course. Like nobody's gonna publish you unless you're like some world record breaker and so on and so forth, um, and give you money. But we have to invest a little bit in ourselves to do this. But I can tell you that the little bit of investment that I made gave me a big result and dividend in my business. It gives you momentum. It gives you a lot of joy. It gives you this frequency and vibration that elevates you. It gives you a network of people that stand with you. I know I went off subject, but
No,
of
that's
the
okay.
question. But I'm so passionate about this, and I just so want you, if you're looking at this, talk to one of us.
Yeah. But I
We'll
like
get
what
you there.
Yeah, but I love what you said with each book represents like kind of like what you teaching and everything. And for me, kind of like um, well, I went into personal development just like 4 years ago, like deep dive. Obviously, I've studied throughout the year, through the years, many, actually, a couple decades or more. But seriously, I took it maybe 4 years ago, and when I first did it, it was the midlife awakening because that's where I woke up. That's where I woke up to new possibilities, and I said, you know what? Gone with the old, bring on the new, and then this was my way telling people never give up. So that's why I took part in this one. And it shares my stories of growing up, coming to this country, not knowing the language, not giving up, even though I almost did. And that talks about this one. And then being the ripple effect in the world, spreading my transformation,
Hmm.
spreading my joy of living this life, and so on. So I love when when you said that, I was like, I never really shared that. And it's such a great awareness too. And then jumping into in my the next one, it will be something about I can do it too. And then of
Yes.
course Nikki has hers, she's working a couple more, and myself being a dynamic mindset. So it actually can really flow with exactly what you're doing, being that business owner, maybe building an empire. So these books will resonate you when the time is right. Maybe now is the time. Maybe you've been sitting for too long on this. There's more books we have, and these
Yeah.
are just a couple we're sharing. But it's definitely a great investment. Like just look at it this way. You might think of it as just a book and you have to pay for it, but if you had to go to university, you have to invest. If you want to start a business, you have to invest. So nothing comes really with free
Yeah.
ticket.
Well, even
Um,
people who are advertising their business pay for sponsored ads on Facebook and anywhere else.
yeah.
You have to because you're announcing yourself through a book.
And not only that, a lot of people, if you don't put any money into anything, like you're not gonna have that drive. You're like, it was free. Why should I do it? But
Yes.
here you put some money down, you actually drive yourself to accomplish something new, something
Yeah.
different, maybe something like myself, I've never done before, and I'm so excited. We do book signings, we do talk to endless amounts of people, and
Mhm.
we're excited to do so much more. So it opens doors to so many other things. And first time ever, I'm actually offering a bonus. If you sign up with one of my books, I'm actually offering one of my free courses. So if you like to
Yeah,
reach
me
out,
too.
come talk to us. It's first
Yeah.
time, if you mention this video, we will honor the free course. For I myself will offer. Nikki has hers.
Yeah, we're both attached a free course to
Yeah.
our
So would love to have you, and it's not a bite, it's just so you get, you know, advance your life forward. Like we were talking
yeah.
about our growth mindset collective recently, the 7 levels of awareness. I encourage you to check out that video where you go from like animal state to, following the masses to that mastery. And that's what we're
Yes.
doing here. We're growing and expanding, and we want to give you that opportunity as well to do far more with your life that you ever thought was possible. So in the end, honestly, authorship is not just about writing words on a page. It's about courage, influence, and the impact you can make in your life and others as well. Because by stepping into something new, now you're impacting yourself and showing something else is possible too for others. So by stepping into a collaborative book, you can open the doors to becoming a published author, sharing your wisdom, and leaving a mark that inspires others along after the last page is even turned. You might inspire your kids in the future or leave some kind of legacy. So it's like endless things, like Nikki said, right? So I
Mhm.
hope you found this video inspiring, interesting. We love to hear from you. Comment on this video, subscribe to our channel, and
I think we're both giving away, if you want to go into either one of our calendars, you can book a free consult with us. So
Exactly.
if you're looking and if you're thinking and you need to discuss it, we're not going to press, we're not going to push you, but we're going to help you find your clarity.
Exactly. Yeah.
So don't be intimidated by the fact that, we are writers and we're encouraging you to write, but do take half an hour or a consult appointment with us and we'll help you. We're
Thank you.
mindset coaches. So our first point is to help you get to where you really are meant to go. So look us up and book us.
That's right. So, so see, I'm speechless. So your story has the power to change lives. Don't keep it to yourself. This could be the beginning of your journey as a best-selling author and beyond that. So thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time. Thank you.
Come see